Are you ready to awaken the divine feminine within? Have you ever wondered how the moon's energy and ancient goddess archetypes can help you tap into your inner goddess or goddess? Stay tuned to unlock your hidden powers. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Spiritual Seekers channel. I'm Rini, psychic medium, healer, and your compassionate guide into the realms of higher consciousness so that you can live a life that's more aligned with your deeper purpose. Today, we're going to delve deep into the mystery of the divine feminine, connecting you to ancient wisdom and celestial energies for a transformative journey. Now, if this resonates with you, hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up so I know to create more content like this just for you. The divine feminine is not confined to gender or sex. It's an energy that we all carry within us. And by recognizing and activating it, we can become more whole and powerful beings. Grab a journal and sit down so that we can jot down your immediate thoughts when you hear the term divine feminine or goddess. Take note of your feelings. Do you feel drawn to it or do you resist it? And what is it that exactly brings up this emotional response? Is it a certain quality or archetype? This will help you understand what aspects of the divine feminine you naturally align with and resist. This is my favorite new moon of the year, the Autumn Libra new moon. It's a magical portal, and it begins a 9-day celebration for the 9 forms of Shakti, the goddess of creation. Now with the eclipses occurring in this season, it is even more powerful. As I mentioned in my Libra video, that Libra, the constellation of the scales, used to be part of the Scorpio constellation. It was the claws of the scorpion. Libra is like the mouth of Scorpio's cave, the entry into the abyss. It's a beautiful beginning of this sacred journey that will bring healing, transformation, and rebirth. So let's start with this exercise of contemplation. You don't need anything other than your awareness, but if it helps you to take notes, feel free, pause the video, and grab a journal. So again, what comes to mind when I mention the term goddess or goddess? Perhaps you get an image, an idea, an archetype of some sort. You may or may not notice your response to it, but notice, is it positive, negative, or neutral? Our basic response to almost anything is either a desire to draw it closer or to push it away. Now, there's nothing wrong with your response. Either way, no judgment from me. Either way. This isn't about me. This is about you. So again, what comes to mind when I say divine feminine? Notice the images, the thoughts, or ideas that come up. And then check in with your body. Bring awareness to your responses. Is there that pushing away or drawing it towards you? Pay a special attention to any strong responses. Now, I want you to explore the qualities that are creating that response. So if there's an aversion, does it feel offensive, and what part is it? Or if you're drawn to it, what is it that you admire about that? These archetypes are different energies, different consciousness. They're symbolic representation. Understanding the divine feminine is like opening a treasure chest of wisdom. It's not just about aspects that are popularly celebrated like creation and abundance, but also there's those that have been suppressed like mystery and even destructive power. There's so many facets of these energies associated with the divine feminine. We have creation and abundance, often symbolized by fertility, like goddesses like Demeter, and those aspects that focus on the divine feminine as a giver of life, of prosperity, like Lakshmi. There's love and compassion. This involves nurturing, healing, and love, often embodied by goddesses like Kuan Yin, Aphrodite, and Terra. Wisdom and intuition, these attributes connect to goddesses like Athena and Saraswati, who embody intelligence and inner wisdom. There's also mystery and shadow. And here we touch upon goddesses like Hecate and Kali, who represent the hidden, the mysterious, and sometimes the darker aspects of life. Now there's also destruction and transformation. Embraced by goddesses like Kali and Pele, they show us these aspects of destruction that is a form of creation by making way for new life, by creating the space to bring new things in. Now, understanding that the divine feminine is not just a single note, but a whole symphony of attributes that help us integrate these energies for a more balanced life. Now, several ancient cultures have recognized and celebrated the divine feminine as Shakti, Lakshmi, Athena, Aphrodite, Hecate, Dana, Terra, Kuan Yin, Isis, Ishtar, and Inanna. I really could go on forever, but I won't. Now for this eclipse beginning on October 14th, it's the beginning of Navaratri, the 9 nights of the goddess. The nighttime has been associated with the divine feminine, representing darkness and mystery, and the moon governs this time. The moon is the luminary associated with the divine feminine. It is the vessel for the light of the sun. It reflects the light of the sun. The night is the time of yin in the cycle. Its rhythms and cycles fluctuate. They wax and wane. There's quiet and activity. It's in the realm of feeling, of magic and healing. The moon is one of the most powerful goddesses. Cultures throughout time have even based their whole calendar, their concept of time around it. And there are 12 lunar calendars that are still in use today, every day. Many of these calendars combine and are lunar solar, which means they use the lunar and the solar rhythms of the moon and the sun. Powerful shifts occur when you begin to acknowledge the new and full moons. The moon's gravitational force governs the ocean tides. But did you know that the earth also has tides? The earth rises and falls with the gravity of the moon and the sun, just like the oceans. They call them bulges and depression. And they can go as amplitude as high as 22 inches at the equator. Every 12 hours, they're going out and going in. So whether we recognize it or not, the moon is impacting our very connection with the earth, our grounding, and our centering. Connecting to goddess archetypes also allow us to personify complex attributes of the divine feminine, making them more accessible for our daily spiritual practice. There are so many ways to connect. I wanted to just give you a handful of easy ways to get started. You can just start by learning about different goddesses and goddesses across various cultures. Visualize or meditate on them and seek their guidance. Create rituals that honor your chosen one. This can be as simple as lighting a candle in their name, or as complex as setting up an altar. Keep a journal for your experiences, for any dreams, signs, or messages. Anytime that you think of or consider this goddess, you can write it down. Now, the moon affects everything from our emotional state to our natural rhythms on the earth. Ways to connect with the moon: also engage in rituals. Start setting intentions or meditating that align with the moon from the new moon or the full moon. Consider keeping a lunar journal or a moon journal to track how you feel during different moon phases. I have a lunar calendar with 2023 and 2024 on my intention setting guide with the moon. Now, after we've talked about all of this moon energy, I want to dive into the world of moon goddesses specifically. Now, these deities often represent the epitome of the divine feminine energy through the moon. These goddesses exist across so many cultures, so many traditions, and they each have their own perspective and own connection with lunar wisdom. We have Selena in Greek mythology, Luna in Roman mythology, Rhiannon, Isis. The moon has always been personified as powerful. The moon goddess often embodies qualities of intuition, emotional intelligence, cycles, transformation, deeper wisdom, and rebirth. Now, these qualities are intrinsically linked with the divine feminine. Selena represents the full moon, is often seen as riding a chariot across the night sky. Diana, the Roman goddess of the moon, is associated with wildlife and fertility. Rhiannon, the Celtic goddess, is often seen riding a horse and with mystical songbirds by her side. She is the goddess of the moon, fertility, inspiration, and poetry. And Isis, the Egyptian goddess, is of life, healing, and magic. Now, when you work with these archetypes, it strengthens your connection to the lunar cycles, but most importantly, with your deeper wisdom and your wholeness. So by creating altars or keeping a journal, engaging in rituals, or simply just visualizing these goddesses or the moon, you can open up to a truly magnificent realm. Tuning into the moon goddess energy can help you align with your emotional rhythms, can help you amplify your intuition, and foster a deeper sense of inner peace and balance. I also find that I go into flow and ease and get the support of the universe. Now, when you understand these energies and focus on the moon aspect, you tap into a multifaceted nature of divine feminine. You get a lens, a perspective that leads you into the deep mysteries of your own internal world. Now, some common mistakes to be aware of. Ignoring the dark. By neglecting the darker, suppressed aspect, it can result in a skewed understanding and an imbalance. Also, if you merely understand the divine feminine on a very superficial or surface level, it doesn't allow for the deeper transformative experience. Also, please be respectful that these are deeply rooted in people's cultures. So when borrowing elements from other cultures that are different from your own, please keep an open mind and be respectful of the meaning that they can have. Remember that the divine feminine is on a spectrum, so to truly understand it, you have to be willing to explore all of its facets, including the uncomfortable one. Some tips and tricks. Lunar calendars often track moon phases, so you can just download apps, get calendars. When you can tap into this energy, it will open you up to greater awareness and transformation. I would love to know which goddess archetype resonates with you, so please comment below. Now today we have gone through quite a journey of awakening the divine feminine and activating your inner goddess or goddess. So please, as you are on your adventure and your sacred journey, please reach out to me and I would love to connect with you. I hope this deep dive adds so many more beautiful layers of magic to your sacred journey. If you want to know more, check out my other videos about Libra season or the solar eclipse. And if you found value in today's video, please hit the subscribe button or share it with someone that you think can benefit from it. And stay connected for more enriching journeys ahead. Now, if you want to birth your most magical self and activate your inner goddess, please reach out to me for a Magic of the Moon reading. Details are in the description box below. And remember, please, beautiful souls, your journey to awaken the divine feminine starts right now, right here.